Homicide 1902, the case of 27-year-old Alexander Menday. Alexander Menday was convicted of the manslaughter of 46-year-old Dudly McColl. They had been drinking in the Butler's Head in Telegraph Street off Moorgate Street in London on the 19th of February 1902 when they had a dispute and went outside to fight. After 2 to 3 rounds, Dudly McColl said he had had enough and would give in, but Alexander Menday refused to stop, and when Dudly McColl turned to run away, Alexander Menday dealt him a violent blow behind the ear. Dudly McColl was taken to hospital but soon died. A labourer who saw the fight said that he saw the men come out of the pub and said that Alexander Menday struck the first blow, and after they had several rounds that Dudly McColl said, "I am done, I will give in," but that Alexander Menday went after him again. When Dudly McColl turned around, he butted him in the stomach and threw him to the ground and fell on top of him. He said that Dudly McColl then got up again and said, "I am done, I will give in," and he walked off, but as he had gone about 15 yards, Dudly McColl overtook him and dealt him a terrific blow behind the right ear and knocked him down. He said the blow twisted him right over and that he had struck him from behind. The labourer said that when he raised Dudly McColl's head, blood came from his nose and ears. Shortly after, the police were called. Dudly McColl was taken to St Bartholomew's Hospital about 6 p.m. He had a large swelling behind his right ear due to blood under the skin and was bleeding from his right ear and had dry blood on his nose as if it had been bleeding. The surgeon said that he was evidently suffering from compression of the brain and he was admitted into the hospital. During the evening he was trepanned to see if the pressure could be relieved. However, he soon died. An autopsy was carried out the following morning and it was found that death was due to pressure on the brain. He also had a skull fracture that was thought to have happened when his head hit the pavement, but the swelling behind the ear may have been caused by the blow. In his defence, Alexander Menday said that Dudly McColl had used bad language to the barmaid the previous night. He added that during the fight, Dudly McColl fell and struck his head on the curb. He said that Dudly McColl was quite a stranger to him and that he didn't want to fight, but that Dudly McColl made him, adding that he didn't want to hurt him and that he didn't strike him behind the right ear from behind. Alexander Menday was convicted of manslaughter at the Old Bailey on the 10th of March 1902, but recommended to mercy by the jury and sentenced to 6 months hard labour.